Hey there, welcome back. This time we visit the gorgeous Finch Hatton Gorge, explore a secret hidden beach, and spend some time chatting to a nomad who's been living in her bus for 4.5 years. Today we're heading to the beautiful Finch Hatton Gorge and we're driving up through some gorgeous sugarcane country. This is what it looks like. We've just parked the van and we're taking a walk up the gorge to one of the water holes up here. And we've heard that the water's very cold, which will be a good thing because it's a very hot day today. So this walk starts off with a bit of a hike through the rainforest. It's quite a bit cooler in here, so that's really nice. You can already hear the water flowing. Looking forward to seeing the waterfalls. We've just had the most beautiful swim in these rock pools here. There's one main swimming hole here, so when you come to a T intersection, if you go left, that takes you to the main one. If you go right, it takes you up to the Wheel of Fire or Fire Wheel or something, which is quite a ways up. That's a big swimming hole. But we've actually stopped just a little way up that path at these rock pools and waterfalls, and it's just beautiful. Like, some of them are deep enough. Nigel did a big jump in with his glasses on, so he's lost his glasses. Oh dear. And yeah, we've just been hanging out here and it's just absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to put the drone up so you can see exactly how beautiful this area is.
Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening on the way. Yeah, what a magical place. It's awesome. We had one whole water hole to ourselves, which we discovered. Yeah, it's got the body cooler temperature now. It was such a hot day today, so that was so refreshing, nice and cool, beautiful spot.
It's actually freezing in the water, but...
Oh, it's just not freezing. It's big sook.
Oh, it's freezing.
Big sook. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it was. It was really beautiful.
Can't get me out.
Go on, go back in. Go back in.
Oh, well. Yeah, so nice.
Good morning, friends. We have just woken up in this beautiful campsite here at Ball Bay, but I gotta say, now we are heading north, getting into tropical North Queensland. It's really hot and the sun's just hit the van, which is great because we had all the fans on overnight, so our power's dropped quite a bit. Nigel is currently sitting out under a tree in the shade. I'm just going to make some breakfast. We're also here with our friend Shauna, who lives in this great bus there. And there's Nigel over under the tree. There's only one other camper here in his tent. Other than that, campsite's pretty deserted. Hopefully we'll get to meet Shauna later because she's been living in her bus for like 4 years. She's a really cool lady. We've just met some local ladies who told us about this little track next to the green tree, which we've actually miraculously found. See?
Green tree.
Green tree. Apparently it goes to a pretty little beach, so let's do it. I can't believe we actually found this trail. So we've come out to this little point and it leads, well, there was another way that leads down to where those whale bones are. So these are the whale bones. There were a few more whalers here last time, but this is all there is now. Did you say they're heavy, Nigel?
Yeah, like really dense, yeah.
They're big, aren't they? Go stand next to that one.
Really, looks like, yeah, they've been cut through.
Oh.
There's actually a bit of saw mark. That's a bit disappointing.
Oh, yeah.
Literally cut a chunk out of them. How about that? Well, I'm wondering if people are coming along to the beach and
Took some of it,
yeah.
maybe. So we are here at Ball Bay still. We've parked under the shade because it's really hot, like I showed you this morning. And we're going to have a little quick chat with
Yeah, we stole our guests' parking spot under the
our
shade.
host. We're the guest. She's the host.
Oh, well, we feel like. Shauna.
Oh, our guest on our show, right.
Yeah, guest on our show.
I got confused.
Shauna.
Shauna. So this is Shauna.
Hi, I'm Shauna.
And Shauna has been living in her bus, Miss Daisy, for
Nearly 4.5 years now, full time.
wow.
I absolutely love it.
And what do you love most about living in your bus?
The total freedom, just being able to take the handbrake off. If I don't like the view or my neighbours, I take the handbrake off and move. Yeah, it's just, I've always been a nomad. I have lived all over Australia and all over the world. And to have everything now in one tin can is my perfect way of travelling.
Awesome. And so tell us, what sort of bus do you have? It's not a van, is it? It's a bus.
It's a bus, yes. I get very upset about that. It's a Toyota coaster bus, and we're a bit of a cult. Anyone watching this who's got a coaster will know we're a cult, not a group. And we're very one-eyed coasters. And yeah, it's a Toyota coaster. It's the long wheelbase, 7 metres, which is the same size as Nigel and Sue's Mercedes. Yes.
And what year is it?
It's a 95, so she's an old chook like me. But
Good, isn't it?
it is. I particularly picked a 94 or better because it's the current body shape.
Yeah.
Before that it was the old blunt-nosed one, which looks very old. And this one's got the Toyota Land Cruiser 1HZ motor in it. And if they've been looked after, they are bulletproof.
They're awesome engine, yeah.
They will do 1,000,000 kilometres.
How many kilometres has yours done?
I bought it with 300,000 on it, so it had only just been run in, and now it's done 350.
Okay.
I've done about 50,000 kilometres.
And you've so is that 4 years in this bus, or have you had?
Oh no, just
No.
in this, yes.
And how long have you been in this bus?
Oh no, in this bus, yes, 4.5 years.
Okay. And our other question is, I know you've travelled around Australia a couple of times in Miss Daisy. Where is your favourite place?
Oh, I get asked that. There are so many favourite places, but I think I'm more into experiences, with a nice place attached, of course. And one of the most incredible experiences was the horizontal falls up in the Kimberleys. And I didn't know until I was just about to book it that you can stay on the houseboat out there. And I messaged a friend and said, oh my God, I'm just about to book a trip to the horizontal falls. And she said, you must stay on the houseboat overnight. She said, it won't cost you much extra, but she said it is absolutely worth it. And so I went back into the website, and sure enough, it was only about another $100 extra. So instead of flying out, doing the falls, you know, getting rushed around and then on the plane and back out again, all the Terry tourists for the day got shoved back on the seaplane, because you land on the sea out there, and whisked away, and we all got to sit on the deck, and there was nothing out there. It's so remote, like you can only get there by seaplane or boat.
Yeah, or helicopter. I've had the privilege of flying a helicopter through the horizontal falls. Unbelievable.
Yes.
So you've gone one step further and stayed out there.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
So when you get to northern WA, you must stay on the houseboat overnight. Yeah, it's
Great tip.
yes.
What's really interesting is, if you remember back to when I interviewed my dad, he said the Kimberley was his favourite part of Australia as well. I have never been yet.
Yes.
Shauna's now the caretaker here at the Ball Bay campsite, and I first met Shauna when I came here last year, and it's such a beautiful campsite, and Shauna's such a gorgeous host that we had to come back.
And I was just a camper when
Yeah.
Sue was here, and they didn't have a caretaker. And someone suggested to me, why don't I apply for the caretaker job? Because I just loved it here. I've been camping here on and off for a couple of months, and I applied for it and got it. So now I get to live in paradise. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes. So
Thanks so much.
hope to see some of you someday.
We're back on the road today after a lovely night at Finch Hatton until 3:30 a.m. when we got woken up by roosters. We did have a nice long shower though, so that was a nice part. So we're driving back through the sugarcane fields now and heading further north. We're going to stop off at Proserpine and do another fish and chip review today. Woo-hoo.
So we left Finch Hatton. We're on this B road between Finch Hatton and Proserpine, and although it's slow going, it's really nice. The countryside's beautiful. A lot of single lane bridges, some single lane roads, hardly any traffic at all, and sugarcane. It's really nice.
Today's fish and chip review is coming from Proserpine, and this is, I don't know what it's called, but it's the one on the highway as you're coming in on the left. It's pretty yummy so far. We have been here before. Janek's fish and chips. So yeah, we'll let you know when we finished it. So our review of Janek's fish and chips, I'm actually going to give it a 9.5 out of 10 because it was that bloody good.
Wow.
Spanish mackerel, which was excellent. Homemade potato scallop, which was also excellent. Light batter. Chips were beautiful. They lose half a mark because they forgot the lemon that we ordered, and we had to go back up to the counter and ask for it.
It's so harsh. Look, and only because I won't say can't give a 10, but I'm going to say 9.5, hands down. That was fantastic. I had the coral trout, and it was so succulent, and that nice thin batter, not the fat batter that you can sometimes get. Yeah, come to Janek's, really good.
Janek's fish and chips on the highway at Proserpine, 9.5 out of 10.
This bridge that we're crossing over here goes over the Burdekin River. Once we get north of here, we know we're really in tropical North Queensland. Thanks so much for joining us this time. Join us next time where we visit the Cardwell Spa Pools before having an epic disaster.